I do have some advice I want to start with for, we're on. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are on with Triple Streaming. Listen, guys, I want to give you, and I want to start with advice to young ladies, women, young ladies. You know, I want to start by giving you this advice, and then we'll move on. My advice to you is this: if you find yourself in a situation that you feel uncomfortable and you're surrounded by people that don't look like you, get out, move, go, get out of that situation, leave. Don't put yourself there. If you're this woman, and I know there are, if you're the woman who goes to boxercise every Wednesday afternoon and you think you're a skilled fighter, stop. You're not a skilled fighter. Listen, guys, I've been in this industry all my life. I've come up against a lot of difficult people. A 50-kilogram woman is no match for a 100-kilogram man. Doesn't matter whether she goes to boxercise every Wednesday or not. Doesn't matter whether that's Ronda Rousey. We're talking about mass here. We're talking about sheer mass and brutality. If you're a woman and you're going to a gym and you've got some gym instructor who's telling you you're a great boxer because he might want to get to know you a little bit better. So he's telling you you're fantastic at boxercise, and you're stood there every Wednesday afternoon with in a row going, left jab, what do you do, girls? Protect, guard, step back, forwards, kick, right hook. Like, if you're one of those girls right now, just stop it. Right, okay, fine. You've got some pictures. All right, you've had some pictures taken of yourself and you look kind of cute. You've got your boxing gloves and it's kind of moody and you're a little bit sweaty and it's on your Instagram and you've got your boxing gloves and you're looking tough and it's a moody lighting. Stop. Don't lull yourselves into a false security that you're a fighter. Don't lull yourselves into any sense of false security where you could, don't lull yourself into any false sense of security. My advice to you is this, and this is to this. I'm speaking as a father with two girls who are 11 and 12. Sorry, 11 and 13. One's just birthday. Run, because you cannot defeat. If you're a 50-kilo girl, you cannot defeat a 100-kilo man. Never. It's not happening, guys. All right. So look, don't pay your money to gym instructors who say, oh, we're going to teach you jiu-jitsu. We're going to do some I'm going to teach you kicking. Look, guys, I'll be honest with you. When I used to work for, when I used to do diplomatic security overseas, I would probably disarm people with pistols. Like, we would train daily. And when I was training, I would probably do that maybe 500 times a day, different angles, disarming pistols at different angles, coming from this angle, coming from that angle, coming from straight on, coming from behind, disarming pistols, probably 500 times a day. You get something what's called muscle memory reflex. Now, I've not done that for a while. And if somebody pulled a pistol out on me right now, I'd be like, is it that way or is that what do I do? So what I'm getting at here, guys, and I'm talking directly to ladies right now, guys, it's the province of men to fight. That's what we're here for, guys. That's what men are on the planet for. We're here to protect, we're here to fight, and we're here to provide. That's the man's role in the family. If you don't like it, go take your warcast somewhere else. So look, guys, it's advice to girls: run. That's all I can say. As fast as you can, get away from that scenario and just go. Get out that way, guys. All right. Do not be involved. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. So I will continue now. That's a little bit different to how I normally start my live streams. This live stream, ladies and gentlemen, we are. I can see the chat's going crackers actually right now. Is it true Charlie Kirk shot? Oh, hang on a minute. I don't know. Let me Google this. Hang on, guys. Wow, 7 minutes ago. Right, hang on a minute, guys. Breaking news from 7 minutes ago. Charlie Kirk apparently shot during a speech in Utah. Right, guys, we are going totally off the battery. We're going totally off the... Guys, everything's going bonkers. Right now, everything is going bonkers. Breaking news from 7 minutes ago. Shots fired at Charlie Kirk at event in Utah. I'm just going to open this up now, guys, and see what it says. So for you guys who don't know, Charlie Kirk is a very pro-Trump, pro-Christian commentator. Charlie Kirk, powerful right-wing activist and executive director of Turning Point USA, has been shot. Yeah, I'm giving it you here, guys. Has been shot on Wednesday while hosting an event in Utah. In video posts circulating on social media. Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Listen, guys. This is a shock to me. I'm getting this I'm getting this as breaking news as well. In video posts circulating on social media, Charlie Kirk can be seen getting struck while speaking and sitting beneath a tent in Utah Valley University. Kirk was there as part of the American Comeback Tour. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is literally that is all we're getting at the moment. Let me have a look on X. Sorry, guys, we're totally diverting. This is breaking news from 7 minutes ago when I was live streaming. I'm just going to do a search for it now on X, and I'll see what non-confirmed social media is giving us. I like Charlie Kirk. Wow. Yeah, hang on, guys. Right, I'm looking at the images here. Charlie Kirk. Jesus crap. I think he's been hit in the neck. Guys, I think he's been hit in the neck. Look, guys, I'm getting you. This is a real time while you guys listen. Change this. Oh, that doesn't look like a good one. I think he's been hit in the neck. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to go through here. Look, guys, breaking news. I need to change this. I need to change the thumbnails and everything. Breaking news. Charlie Kirk in America has been shot. There's no denying that, guys. Charlie Kirk's been shot. Yeah, I'm getting the same videos over and over again. I'm not really getting a different angle. Let me just look at this. I'm trying to find, guys, like literally, has it gone fucking bonkers right now? Are we living in a parallel universe right now? I started this live stream to talk about World War III, global industrial conflict, civil war, civil unrest. Turns out we've got more civil unrest in America. Guys, it's absolutely bonkers. And look, I just want to do praise to Charlie and his family. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now, ladies and gentlemen. Look, Charlie Kirk, I can confirm, well, I don't know any other way to put it. Charlie Kirk has been shot. I don't know what the outcome of that shot is. He was speaking at Utah University underneath a tent. You hear a round clock out, and then he falls back in his chair, which is not a good sign, guys. That is not a good sign. Actually, do you know what? Scratch that. I'm looking at him now. I'm looking at the image. I'm trying to take what I can from this image, guys. And I can't take much. I can't take much from this image. It doesn't look good. I'm just going to leave it there, guys. I mean, the guy's being shot. You know, it's not going to look good if you get shot. So the new breaking news. Hey, look, guys, look at the news cycle right now. Charlie Kirk's, I mean, I don't know what else is going to happen while we're on this live stream. It's insane. Look, guys, I'll be quite clear. I like Charlie Kirk. I think he's, you know, I like Charlie Kirk. I can't say any other words than that. I think he's done a lot. I'm just trying to look and try and find any updates right now, guys. This is insane. I can't find nothing. Sorry, guys. I'm just scrolling through now to see. Is he gone? Has he gone? I don't know if he's alive, guys. I don't know if he's alive. Somebody's just wrote on X. I'm not going to repeat what they've wrote. Oh, guys, I hope he's alive. Like, can you imagine what's going to happen in America if he has transcended into a beam of light? I hope he hasn't. I really hope he's okay. I really hope he's okay, guys. There's no updates. I'm not getting any updates right now, guys. There's some wild comments. Look, ladies and gentlemen, let me just give you something I always say. I don't care whether you agree with me or not. I want everybody to go home to their family. I do. I really do. I want everybody to go home to their family. I really do. There's some vile comments on YouTube. Sorry, guys. I'm just going down to try and find if there's been any update. Yeah, there's no update, guys. There's no update. All we know right now, ladies and gentlemen, is that Charlie Kirk has been Charlie Kirk. Oh, hang on, there's another angle. Jesus, no. I don't think. I think he's, guys. My initial opinion is he's gone. Jesus Christ. Right, guys, I'm giving you this now. I'm looking at this image. I'm not seeing a live person. Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to break it to you, but as I'm looking at this image right now, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Jesus Christ. I can't. I'm absolutely speechless. Absolutely speechless. Honestly, guys, like, we are in absolute wild times right now, ladies and gentlemen. Wild times. Charlie Kirk, I don't see. I'm looking at the footage now. I'm looking at a different camera angle. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Poor mother. Jesus Christ, it hit him in his neck. It did hit him in his neck. Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. The videos on X. He's Charlie Kirk's dead. I don't care what the media is saying. He's gone. Jesus Christ. He's doing the thing with his arms as well. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to change this live stream right now. Yes, there's global conflict. Yes, we are. It's fucking crazy. Look, guys, people in the chat are saying, can we confirm this? Look, I've seen enough people shot. Like, it's going to be a miracle if he's alive. I promise you now, guys. Jesus, like, yeah, his body's even nah. It's game over for Charlie Kirk, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know what to say, ladies and gentlemen. The live stream's just changed. Look, guys, I come on here live. I don't know what's going to happen. I'll always get you my real-time analysis. Jesus, motherfuckers. Jesus. Sorry, guys. I need to stop looking at that. Let me. Yeah, it's over for Charlie. Okay, right. I need to be clear, guys. The video I've just seen. Remember, there's nothing official out right now. There's nothing official out right now. I've just seen an image. I've just seen footage quite close. Charlie Kirk definitely gets shot. I don't know, guys. He's gone. He's gone. That's what I'm seeing. What it says at the moment, yeah, like I said initially, it's in his neck. That's straight. His carotid artery, guys. He didn't feel a thing. Jesus Christ, guys! I'm just gonna go and get a drink. Give me a minute. I'm sorry, guys. I'm absolutely speechless right now. Absolutely speechless. Absolutely speechless. To you, Charlie. Right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue. I'm sorry, guys. Charlie Kirk has been shot. I don't know how he's coming back from that. I really don't. I don't know what to say. Charlie Kirk looks like he has left the chat. Right. I'm just trying to get the latest, guys, on Charlie Kirk. Yeah, I mean, look, guys, I'm looking at the close-up video right now. Guys, I'm looking at the close-up video right now. I don't want to admit this to myself, but I don't know any other way to put it. I've seen people at this close range. Jesus Christ. Guys, I am sorry about this. I did have a live stream planned for you guys. We were going to be talking about World War III, global conflict, civil war. Look, tell me how this is not civil war right now in the United Kingdom. Let me just ask Grok real quick. Let me just get something off Grok. Jesus. Sorry, guys. I'm going to change this on YouTube. Sorry, guys. I'm just changing this on. I want to talk about Charlie Kirk right now. Look, guys, and I do apologize. We're talking about Charlie Kirk right now. I don't know what else to say. I'm looking at this right now, and I don't see how. I'm struggling right now, guys. Right, I've changed the stream now. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm thinking on my feet. I'm moving forward. I'm going to ask Grok the latest update on Charlie Kirk. Look, guys, I'll be quite clear with you. I've seen people at that range with small arms. I don't see how he's coming back from this, guys. I really don't. I think he's straight away within seconds he's gone. Right, I'm just going to give you this off Grok, guys, okay? Charlie Kirk, conservative activist. Oh, guys, I can't believe I'm saying this right now. Charlie Kirk, conservative activist and founder of Turning Point UK, was reportedly shot on September. Jesus, how much stuff's happened today, guys? How much stuff has happened today? And it's raining. Right, I'm just going to give you this, guys, right? Was reportedly shot on September the 10th, 2025 during a question and answer event at Utah Valley University, Utah. According to multiple reports, the incident occurred during his American comeback tour. Bystander accounts and university statements indicate that a single shot was fired, possibly from a nearby building, striking Kirk, with some reports specifying in the neck. Again, initially I said that I'd hit him in the neck, which he did. His condition is unknown. Guys, look, I don't want to give you the first news on this right now. I've seen him. I don't think he's coming back from this. I hope he comes back from this, but it's going to be a miracle. With some reports saying it hit him in his neck, his condition is unknown. And he was quickly removed from the premise by his security team. A suspect is in custody, and the campus was placed on lockdown, with the FBI responding to the scene. Public figures, including J.D. Vance and Utah Senators Mike Lee, have called for praise for Charlie Kirk, noting his role as father and influential figure. This situation is still developing, with ongoing investigations and no further details confirmed. I'm asking Grok who is in custody. All right, so details on the suspect. So we're talking about the suspect now, guys. The Charlie Kirk shooting. Details about the suspect in the Charlie Kirk shooting are limited and not fully confirmed. Reports from various sources, including CBS News and UVT Alert, confirmed that a suspect was detained shortly after the incident, which occurred during a question and answer incident. No official sources have released any of the suspect's identity, age, or motives. One post from X claimed the suspect is a Democrat, but this is unverified and should be treated as inconclusive. Another post from X, Ollie London, mentioned the man detained, who stated, "I have the right to remain silent," but no other details were provided. Local authorities and FBI investigating on the campus remain on lockdown. Guys, I've seen the image. Look, ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining for the first time and you don't know the news, Charlie Kirk in the United States, the founder of Turning Point, the founder of Turning Point, has been shot. My initial analysis of watching that video close up of him being hit, I don't think he's coming back, guys. I don't think he's coming back. What does this mean for the world? What does this mean for you? What does this mean globally? Well, let's focus on America first. Certainly, in America, this is going to piss a lot of people off who are on the right, and they're going to want blood, guys. Charlie Kirk said things that were right. And whether you agreed with him or not, I think he was always, polite and courteous. And I'm a big fan of that, guys. You get these liberals, and they always want to hurt you. They want the worst things possible to happen to you. But nobody on the right ever does that. People on the right are very polite. They're very courteous. They're very articulate. And they will say, listen, I disagree with you because of these reasons, but I welcome your opinion. But your opinion's wrong. And look, guys, I'm struggling to get through all this information right now. Let me go back onto X and have a look, see if there's been another update. Listen, a lot of people right now are saying pray for Charlie Kirk. I don't think prayers are going to cut the mustard. I think, look, guys, I'm giving you guys this as real time right now. I don't think prayers are going to help Charlie Kirk right now. I think, sadly, absolutely sadly, I like Charlie Kirk. I like watching his videos. I would say that he's certainly somebody who has inspired me. I don't think he's coming back from this, guys. I don't think Charlie Kirk is coming back from this. I've watched the videos, I've seen it up close, and I'm just not seeing, I'm not seeing Charlie Kirk coming back from this. Right, let me jump down and see if there's been any updates. Donald Trump, wow, even Donald Trump's posted. Donald Trump is playing, we must all pray for Charlie Kirk, who has been shot. A great guy, top to bottom. I agree. A great guy, top to bottom. Like, he's a kind of guy who you trust with your kids. Do you know what? Yeah, do you know what, guys? Yeah. Yeah, do you know what, guys? I'm going to say this. Charlie Kirk is someone you could trust with your kids. I'm going to say it there. Prayers for Charlie Kirk. Prayers for Charlie Kirk. Yeah, I think look, guys, I'm giving you this. I'm giving you this right now as someone who spent a lot of time in the military. I've had my fair amount of trigger time. And what I'm saying is, he's gone. I've seen the video. I don't need to wait for a coroner's report. If he's alive, if he's alive, it's a miracle. If he's at work, if he's alive, it's an act of God. I hope he's alive. And look, ladies and gentlemen, nobody, whether you're on the left or right of politics, nobody should be shot for your political beliefs and the words you are saying. Nobody. Prayers. Hang on, I'm just replying to Mayor Tusi. Sorry, guys. I was just I'm not friends with Mate too, so I was just replying to his what he put on X. God, there's some sickos. Honestly, like, you know, when bad things happen, you always get the liberals making fun. I'm not going to repeat what I'm seeing now, guys. I'm just trolling through this. Somebody's put, I may disagree with 99% of what Charlie Kirk stands for, but there's no place in America for somebody to be gunned down for speaking. I agree. Like, are our opinions now a battlefield? Are our thoughts a battlefield? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining for the first time, the breaking news right now, not Donald Trump, Charlie Kirk has been shot. There's no way around that now. Charlie Kirk's been shot. I've seen the video up close, and I don't see. I think I don't see how he's coming back from that, guys. I think he was gone within seconds. His body is instantly spasming. He's not trying to protect his wounds, which you would do. I feel he's a goner, guys. I feel he's a goner. Oh, hang on. I've got a picture. Guys. Suspect has been taken into hang on. Sorry, guys. A suspect has been taken into custody. I've got a picture. I'm not going to share the picture. I can't confirm it. It's like a guy, I would say, in his mid-50s with balding head and a blue shirt and glasses. I don't know if that's him or not. I'm not going to share the picture. Jesus Christ. Look, ladies and gentlemen, how is this going to affect the global spectrum? Remember, in the United Kingdom, is it tomorrow? No, Jesus Christ. September the 11th, tomorrow. Sorry, guys. I wanted to give you a load of information, but we are getting this information right now. Look, first of all, nobody should leave this world apart from natural causes. That's my opinion. Nobody should leave this world apart from natural causes, ever. And I mean that, and I do mean that to really bad people. Nobody should leave this world for non-natural causes. What I'm saying right now is we live in a wild world right now, ladies and gentlemen. In the United Kingdom, on Saturday, we've got this protest. We have got the Israelis and Hamas and Qatar and Yemen, war in the Middle East. We have got Poland now in Europe. This is the first time that a NATO country has actively taken down a Russian aircraft. What I'm saying right now, ladies and gentlemen, is didactic facts. We have had in the last 30 minutes or something, Charlie Kirk, a great guy. As far as I'm concerned, guys, I don't know him I've never met him, don't know him on a personal level. He's given so much. And I'm going to ordain him with the biggest. Look, guys, I'm going to ordain Charlie Kirk with the biggest thumbs up I can ordain anyone with. I would trust him with my kids. There you go, guys. There you go. I trust him with my kids. You would trust him to look after your kids. You'd be like, Charlie, can you look after the girls? I've got to go to the gym. He's like, yeah, mate, no worries, drop them off. That's how I feel, guys, right now. It's unbelievable. I'm getting you guys the latest right now, and I am refreshing the screen. I am sorry, guys. I did have another live stream planned. We were talking about global conflicts. We were talking about the war in Europe. I've had to change that right now because Charlie Kirk has been shot. He is a massive Trump supporter. Whether you agree with that or not, nobody should be nobody should be shot in the neck because of what they believe. Nobody. I'm just jumping up now, guys. I'm going to refresh this screen. And look, guys, I'll be quite clear. I don't think he's alive after this. No, not a chance. Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. I've just watched the video again. Not a chance is he alive, guys. Not a chance. I don't care. I don't care. I want him to be alive. I really do. I'm looking at this video right now. The video, it's 4 seconds long. It's 4 seconds long. I'm looking at the 4-second video right now, guys. And obviously nothing official's come out yet. But if I was to tell you, how many of those things I've seen at that range, I'm telling you right now, there's no way that's coming back. Lost for words. Oh my God. Presby with Charlie Kirk. I don't think there's no amount of Prez that can help him, guys. He's in a better place right now. I don't support Charlie Kirk's views, but holy fuck, this was an assassination. Yeah, of course it was. Honestly, some people are stupid. No, I don't support Charlie Kirk, but this was a definite assassination. Do you think this was an assassination? One single round being shot from the audience, one round fired at the neck, severing the jugular, severing the carotid artery. Do you think that was an assassination? What do you think? Do you think it was just some black guy? It was happy. Yeah. Honestly. Some very vile comments put on here, guys. Very vile comments. Look, yeah, there's no update, guys. I think at some point, later today, there's going to be an announcement that he is, I think there's going to be an announcement later today that he's sadly passed away within seconds of that round hitting him. Look, guys, when I'm telling you guys this, Right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to jump back on track in a minute. I will keep. I've got a live stream planned for everyone, and the live stream planned was protect girls, self-defense advice for young ladies, which is what I was going to give, which I did give at the beginning of this live stream. Global conflicts. I mean, look around the world right now, guys. Look what's just happened today. Look what's just happened today. Unbelievable. And you tell me that we're not living in the absolute biblical end times. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Yeah, there we are, guys. Charlie Kirk, my opinion is he's dead. That's me. That's me, guys. I don't want that to be the case. Absolutely, I don't want that to be the case. I don't want that. I'm kind of in disbelief with myself right now that what I'm seeing. I've just, I've seen this happen. Look, guys, for those of you guys who are joining for the first time and you don't know, I've seen a lot of this stuff happen up close. It's why I'm a little bit, sometimes. I've seen things happen at that range. And if I was in the military, I was in the military. If I saw that, I wouldn't send a medic to that guy. Jesus Christ. Right, guys, I am going to go on to what I got to. I am going to start now with what I had planned. But. The breaking news of the day right now is Charlie Kirk has been shot. Charlie Kirk is a right-wing influencer, and he's someone that I like. I like watching his videos. I think he's a good guy. He's someone, from my information that I've got right now, he's someone I would trust with my kids, and that's the biggest tip, that's the biggest, to me anyway, that's the biggest, that's the biggest pat on the back you can ever get. if someone's going to trust you, with their kids. So I will keep everybody informed on that. I'm going to go over now to what I originally had planned, but it does seem to pale into significance. It really does. I might not actually. I might save it for tomorrow. I'm going to save it for tomorrow, guys. It's going to wait. Out of respect, I'm going to save this till tomorrow. I am. Yeah, I'm going to save this till tomorrow. I'm not going to go into what I was going to go on to. I'm going to save it. Yeah, I am going to save it till tomorrow. I'm going to jump onto the chat now. I will start with YouTube. I'll start with YouTube. Linda is saying, Raven, if you are shook up, don't worry about that. Linda, I deal with this stuff all the time. Don't worry, Linda. Don't worry, Linda. It's just a massive shock. And see, I've seen the images there of Charlie get hit, and I know the outcome to that. Obviously, whatever I say, it's, oh, is he alive? Hang on, guys. Hang on. Wait. I don't think he is, but give me a second. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get I mean, Linda, not Linda, sorry. Somebody in the chat just said, JD Vance said, pray for Charlie Kirk. He's in his darkest hour. Right, let me think about this. Right, okay. He got hit in the carotid. I mean, okay, so, right, let's just say, okay, he might pull through. I mean, if it's going to be a miracle, guys. Look, ladies and gentlemen, right? If he pulls through, if Charlie Kirk pulls through, that is nothing less than an act of God. And you're going to get a load of conspiracy theorists coming up saying, oh, isn't it a coincidence? Charlie Kirk got shot in the neck. Like, if Charlie Kirk pulls through right now, that's an act of God. I'm saying this now, guys. If Charlie Kirk pulls through, that's an act of God. Yeah. I'm gonna go further than that, guys. All right. If Charlie Kirk I'm gonna make you a promise now. If Charlie Kirk pulls through, that is an act of God. And I'm going to open the doors to Christianity. I am. That's what's going to happen, guys. You heard it here at 43 minutes. 43 minutes and 50 seconds. If Charlie Kirk pulls through, that is an act of God. That is an act of God. That is an act of God, guys, if Charlie Kirk pulls through. I just don't see how he can. Sorry, guys, I do digress. Right, I'm going to come on to some of the comments. I am a little bit just absolutely shocked right now, as you can tell. Right, I'm going to start on YouTube. I'm going to go to the bottom, and we're just going to work the way up. Emma Green is saying, yes, Lisa, I was shocked at how young he was. So, yeah, he's 31, right? He's 31, and look how much he's contributed. Look how much he's contributed to these conversations. Look how much he's contributed to the direction of saying, do you know what? it's okay to be a white Christian. It's absolutely fine. AJ Aesthetics is saying, have you seen the close-up video? Yeah, I've seen the close-up video, AJ Aesthetics. I've seen it, and I'm saying there's no way back for CARLIE. I just don't see any way back on that, guys. I don't see any way going back on that. Okay. AJ Aesthetics again, he's saying, this has just made me so angry and sad. I can't believe it. And now let's double this up with the Ukrainian, the Ukrainian girl. I mean, of course, the Ukrainian girl, who was murdered on the train on her way home. What is wrong with the world, guys? What's wrong with the world? Tug's Life is saying, wow, just seen it. Poor CARLIE. Hope they catch the person who did it. Yeah, I do as well. Silly Gallardi is saying he was very religious. He was. And look, guys, I don't think he's going to pull through. I don't want to keep. I don't want to keep saying that. I really don't. Yeah, and from now he's saying if he does survive, and again, guys, I'll be quite clear, I don't see how he's surviving that. If he does survive, the liberals on the left will say, oh, he planned it himself to get more likes and shares. Trust me, guys, when he got hit, he didn't plan shit. Right, let me get some comments here off. In fact, let me just refresh X. Give me a second, guys. I'm just going to refresh X here, guys. I'll give you an update on CARLIE. What I can. Sorry, guys. I'm just reading through. I'm trying. There's lots of updates. I mean, is this just not a strike on Christianity? Is this just not a strike on Christianity right now? I mean, could we say that the devil was involved? I don't know. I shouldn't say the devil wasn't involved. Right, okay. So Donald Trump, and look, guys, I'm giving speculation here, and I accept right now that I'm clutching at straws. I accept right now I'm clutching at straws. I'm reading Donald Trump's post, and he put, we must all pray for Charlie Kirk, who has been shot. A great guy from top to bottom. God bless him. Now, I don't know what that means. I mean, it could mean we must all pray for him as he's passing, or we must all pray for his recovery, because Donald Trump's obviously going to get more information than we are. So I am clutching at straws a little bit there, guys. I am clutching at straws. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm seeing the images now zoomed in, and I just don't see. Gee, I don't know. I don't know. Right, I'm going to give you the facts, all right? He's been shot in the neck. That severed his carotid artery. He's got 4 minutes. He has literally got 4 minutes to get to a surgeon. And that's before his brain's gone. So what I'm thinking right now, all right, you get your carotid artery severed. You've got 4 minutes, and then it's game over. Your body's gone. It's over. You're a vegetable. How quickly could he get to that ambulance? The ambulance technicians, if they're competent, ex-special forces guys with a lot of experience, a lot of live tissue training at mind, there's a possibility. There's a small possibility. And guys, the possibility is so small, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm just looking at these pictures, guys, and he's some. I used to enjoy watching a Charlie Kirk video. I'm just going through, guys. Oh, a picture of him and his family. Jesus Christ. Hang on. Okay, guys, from 3 minutes ago, the Iran Times, ladies and gentlemen, the Iran Times is claiming Charlie Kirk has died after being shot in the neck. That is what the Iran Times have put on their Twitter X posts 3 minutes ago. That's what they're claiming. Charlie Kirk has died after being shot in the neck. That's what they're claiming. Again, you know, I don't know if you want to trust the Iran Times or not. That's totally up to you. Right, let me refresh this screen again. The Iran, peculiar place. The Iran Times are claiming that Charlie Kirk is, well, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it because I don't want to believe it. I'm not going to believe that yet. I'm not going to leave the Iranian media. I don't believe them, guys. I don't believe them. I want like BBC or someone else to, and I know I'm going against. And I know I'm going against my own rules right now, guys. I do. I know I'm going against my own rules right now, but I don't care. I just don't want him to be gone. Right, I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna get some comments now on. I'm gonna get some comments on you. In fact, I'm gonna get some comments on YouTube because they've gone crackers. Right, look, guys, if you're joining for the first time, I'm trying to give you as much live updates on the Charlie Kirk incident as possible. Charlie Kirk has been shot. Charlie Kirk, and you know what, guys? I'm so furious right now. You know, the you know, this, I mean, hang on. So, I mean, if I wasn't triggered enough, with Irena Zavrutska, now we've got Charlie Kirk, and like, what's happening in the world, guys? What's happening in the world? I mean, just also as that kind of like a second thing, like life on Mars was discovered. Although I don't know if anybody cares if life was. You know, I don't care if life on Mars, you know, I don't know if anybody cares that life on Mars was discovered, but it was, and that got released today. And we're heading for a global conflict of an industrial scale, and it's going to be chaos. It's going to be carnage. But you know what, guys? Let's just get it over and done with. Let's get it over and done with so we can go into the cosmos, so we can look into space, so we can stop fighting each other. Stop. I mean, did Charlie Kirk ever call for harm on anyone? I don't know. I don't think he did. I'm pretty sure he didn't. He didn't agree with trans people. He didn't agree with a lot of gay people. He didn't agree with a lot of Muslims. He didn't agree with the left of politics. Does that give him the right not to be alive? To not go home to his family, to his wife, to his children? I would say not. Irena Zarutska. Do you know who she is? I bet you guys know who George Floyd is, though, right? You know, I bet you guys know who George Floyd is. You know, we all had to go down on one knee. We all had to give our fist. Right, I'm going to try and get an update now on Charlie. Right, come on, Charlie. No, nothing. Sorry, guys, I'm just jumping down. There's I don't know how long. It's been an hour now. It's been over an hour, right? It's only been an hour, actually. It's only been an hour. They'd want to inform his. They want to inform his. His family, I guess, first. I mean, look, guys, I'm not for the death penalty. I'm not. But God, I'm being tested right now. Yeah, there's no real updates right now, guys. There's no real updates. Some vile thing. Some people, Jesus Christ. Every time I see that video, the 4-second video. So he's from. Every time I see that video, guys, it's I don't see how he's okay. Let me just give you a quick update, right? If somebody gets shot, and I've seen this a lot of times, trust me. If somebody gets shot and they're alive, they will naturally put their hand on the wound. Every time, without fail. It's a natural instinct. If you look at Charlie Kirk, he gets shot and he just goes. It's not good for him, mate. It's not good for him. Absolutely not good for him at all. Now, right there, he's dead. Right there, he's dead. The paramedics that get to him, if they can get to him under 4 minutes, they've got a chance. Now, their skills, their experience, and their background is going to dictate that. If you've got some paramedic who's only just left paramedic school and he doesn't really know what he's doing, it's over for Charlie. If you've got an ex-special forces medic who's seen this 1,000, well, probably not 1,000 times, well, maybe 1,000 times. If you've got an ex-special forces medic acting as Charlie Kirk security, he will, and I promise you guys, like, if you're in that situation and you see things going wrong, you take over. You do, guys, you take over. Like, if I was in a situation and one of the girls, pray it never happens, if I was in a situation, I was in the back of the ambulance and I saw a paramedic operating on one of my girls and they were doing things wrong, I would throw that motherfucker out the back and I would deal with that shit myself because I know how to deal with that. I can do trauma management. I can do gunshot wounds, guys. I've done a lot of gunshot wounds. What I'm saying right now is when that round hits him, he's gone. He's gone. The paramedics may be able to bring him back. They've got 4 minutes, basically. They've got 4 to 7 minutes to bring him back before his brain's gone, before the oxygen that his brain uses is over. So, yes, he's gone to see his maker right now. Can we bring him back? I don't know. That is literally what I'm saying right now, guys. And anybody who wants to call me out on that, don't even bother because you're a dick. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I can guarantee I've seen more of this wounded than you have. Right, let me just refresh this screen. I'm going to ask Grok for an update. No significant updates on Charlie Kirk's condition. Nothing at all, guys. Nothing at all. Yeah, nothing. No further details have been released, or no details, guys. It doesn't look good. Kirk's condition remains unknown, with reports only confirming he was hospitalized. Again, I don't know what we can take from that. I don't think we can take anything from that. The FBI director, Kash Patel, is monitoring the situation, and the campus remains on lockdown. So they're going to find the shooter as the investigation continues. Public figures, including J.D. Vance, Senator Mike Lee, and President Donald Trump, have called for prayers, while leaders across the political spectrum, including House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries and Governor Gavin Newsom, have condemned the act as political violence, which it is. This remains a developing story with no information on the Kirk situation or status as of 8:53 p.m. BST on September the 10th, 2025. Right, guys, listen, I'm going to start to close this live stream down on TikTok. Listen, guys, if you don't follow me on TikTok, please follow me on TikTok. I keep you guys up to date with all this stuff. Right, hang on a minute. Right, UK Veterans is saying Charlie is still alive. Right, UK Veterans, where are you getting that from? So I've just had a comment on TikTok saying UK Veterans, not saying UK Veterans, saying Charlie is still alive. UK Veterans, can you elaborate where you're getting that from? The BBC. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Hang on. I'm not getting that, guys. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that from the BBC. Right, Freya Bentos. I don't use... Right, hang on a minute. I'm going to pin this dickhead's comment. Right, Freya Bentos, right? I usually let people have their say on here, but somebody's just been shot, and I'm going to block you, mate. I'm going to block you if I can find you. Yes! Right, he's still alive. I'm not finding this on the BBC, guys. I'm not finding this. Right, let me look on X. Can somebody give me a link to where Charlie's alive? No, I'm not getting anything, guys. Oh, Jesus Christ, he's alive. Oh, okay, right, guys, I'm giving you this as I'm getting it, right. Okay, right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to be clear. 6 minutes ago, Charlie Kirk is in a critical condition per law enforcement officials. Charlie Kirk is in a critical condition at hospital after being shot. Jesus. Right, so there is news coming out, ladies and gentlemen, in the last couple of minutes. So the last couple of minutes, Charlie Kirk is still alive, and that's what I'm getting right now, guys. All right, so I am getting a few people starting to report that Charlie Kirk is still alive. Charlie Kirk is still awesome alive. Yep. Right, Associated Press, I can give it you guys. Right. Okay, so from the Associated Press, breaking news, guys. Charlie Kirk is in a critical condition at hospital after being shot. So he's alive, critical condition. I think they've got him. I think they've got him. I know what wounds, look, guys, and I know I've gone up and down on this. I know I've gone up and down on this. When he initially got shot, I can guarantee he went to see his maker. He was gone. You have a time, you have a period. So you have a time, you have a period where you've been shot. Your brain's going into overdrive. It's starting to lose oxygen. Your brain starts to lose oxygen. If you can get to an operating table and if you can get blood going, if you can get blood into your brain quickly, you got this, bro. So it does look like I hope he can be stabilized. If he gets over that first like, look, guys, I'm going to give you a little wound pattern. I'm going to give you a little wounding lesson now, okay? If you get shot in the neck, it's not a good day. You've got two main arteries here called your carotid arteries. If you want to knock someone out, just whack their carotid artery. They'll go down straight away. Now, your carotid arteries supply your brain. Your brain is kind of important. If you hit either one of those carotid arteries, it's game over. If you hit within 4 to 7 minutes. Now, if you can get that patient to an operating table within 4 to 7 minutes and get blood pumping, it doesn't have to be blood from that patient's body, but you need to keep that blood going around. So what I'm going to suspect is the medics in the back, and this might be gruesome to some people, what I'm going to suspect is, and look, guys, I'm speculating right now. I don't know what happened in the back of that ambulance, but what I'm speculating right now is that the medics, the paramedics I'm going to say they're special forces guys, maybe even the security guys, because a lot of the security detail on these high profile personnel, they're special forces guys. And a lot of all special forces guys, believe me, I know, have a very high level of medical training. And gunshot wounds is one thing that special forces guys are experts in dealing with. I'm very confident myself dealing with gunshot wounds. That's why I said previously, if something happened to one of the girls and I saw a medic fucking about with one of the girls, I would throw that motherfucker right out the back of the ambulance, and I'd deal with that shit myself. But what I'm getting right now, sorry guys, let me just refresh this. Yeah, it's breaking, guys. It is breaking. It is breaking. Charlie Kirk looks like he's in a critical. He's critical, but he's still alive. Jesus Christ! How did he? That's an act of God. I'm calling it now, guys. That is an act. You don't come back from that. You don't. Jesus Christ. So, Associated Press is reporting that he is in a critical condition, but still alive. Are we all turning to God now, guys? Are we all literally turning to God right now? Yeah, lots of people are reporting it, guys. It is out there. I think it's confirmed. He is alive. He's clearly in a bad condition. Sorry, guys, I'm totally digressing. So when you get shot, if you get shot in the neck, like Charlie blatantly did, and look, guys, right, before all these fucking idiot liberals come on and say, oh, Charlie Kirk planned it. It's a little bit of a coincidence. Just stop. Just stop, guys. All right. Like, to hit the carotid artery, just stop. All right. That's not a thing. All right. That's not a thing. You've got a limited amount of time before you need to get on operating table. If you're on an operating table and you cut the carotid artery, you can get blood. And the main thing is the brain, guys. The main thing is the brain here. You've got two carotid arteries, which is what Charlie got hit in. You can tell by the amount of blood that was lost. Initially, straight away, he's dead. The medics brought him back. That's what happened. Initially, he was dead. I was looking at his hands. He was a goner. The medics brought that back. The medics brought him back. There's no other way around that. I think, and I'm going to suspect, and I'm going to speculate that we're going to find out that there were special forces medics involved in that, because not everyone has that competence to not. There's a very small amount of people who get trained. And I'm not going to tell you how you do that training. I've done it myself. I've even run those training courses myself. There's a very small amount of people who can look at that casualty and go for that carotid artery and say, you know what? I'm going to put a line in that severed carotid artery. Look at if anybody's watched Black Hawk Down, you've got the femoral arteries, which is a similar incident, a similar scenario. If your femoral goes, that's game over for you as well. So breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Charlie Kirk's been shot. He was dead. He's come alive. Now he's in a critical... Guys, keep praying for him. Everybody keep praying for Charlie. I'm going to refresh this screen now. Right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, guys, I'm going to jump over to YouTube in a minute. I have to do that. I am going to jump over to YouTube in a minute. Can you guys please go and follow on YouTube, because I will continue this live stream on YouTube. I'll be a little bit more open on YouTube. I'll talk. I'll give you guys a better analysis of what I've just seen. Obviously, the TikTok algorithm is very restrictive, so I will talk more. I will talk more about this later, guys, when we're over on YouTube. But as far as we are now, in a couple of minutes, I'm going to close this down now on TikTok, and then I'll be open on YouTube. I'm the Real Raven 1 on YouTube, and I'm also the Real Raven 1 on X as well. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just reading this. Yeah, lots of people now. Pray for Charlie Kirk. He's still alive in a critical condition. The older man in custody, the alleged shooter, but some are saying he isn't. Pray for Charlie Kirk. He's still alive. Fox News are now reporting that Charlie Kirk's still alive 31 seconds ago. Charlie Kirk, yeah, we've done that. Pray for Charlie Kirk. Yeah, we're all praying for Charlie. Well, we're definitely all praying for you, Charlie. Yeah. He's in a critical condition. Charlie Kirk's in a critical condition, but he is. There we go. Look, guys, he's receiving a lot of blood. He's having a lot of blood transfusions. Again, initially, look, guys, we're gonna get the aftermath to this in a little bit, but what happened initially? He got hit, and he's a goner. If he didn't have, and you know how people are complaining, saying, "Oh, we don't want the American medical system because they have to pay before they get." Like, really? Do you think Charlie Kirk had to pay before they gave him blood? No, shut up, stop it. We need to privatize the NHS. The American system's the best. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Where was I? I'm not going to rant on the NHS. So I'm just reading here. Glenn Beck has wrote that Charlie Kirk is still alive after receiving substantial blood transfusions. Yeah. So that your carotid artery, it's your main artery, goes up, oxygenates your brain and comes down. If your carotid artery is hit, 4 to 7 minutes and it's over. And it's not just 4 to 7 minutes. It's like, you got to do a lot of shit in 4 to 7 minutes. In that 4 to 7 minutes, somebody has got to find that carotid artery, put a needle in there and pump some blood into it. I don't know if he's going to be brain damaged. I don't know if he's going to come back. I don't know what the outcome is right now, guys. But from mainstream media, I can report Charlie Kirk is alive. He's still alive, guys. All right, he's still alive. So let's just pray that he makes a full recovery without any brain damage. Remember, if you deoxygenate your brain, you get you'll get brain damage. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to jump over to YouTube. I'm going to get some comments on YouTube first, and then I'm going to jump over. Emma Green is saying someone was looking down at him for sure. I think so as well. No, just done that. What am I doing? JR is saying, I admire Turning Point, but to say people have other chats, this will cause a civil war breakout. Britain is mad. Britain is mad as well. Look, guys, and I'm really pissed off. Silly is saying, my son is a combat medic. Just asked him. He said exactly what Raven's saying. He's the same. Silly. Silly. Whether you're an Israeli or whether you're British, we have the same bodies. We do. We have the same bodies. Although that's my understanding. I don't know. Emma is saying like the devil looked after his own, Lisa. God didn't want it. I don't know what that means. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. In fact, one more comment. Rocket Man Gaming is saying, I like to think I'm a tough guy, but this is hurting me now to watch. How it's affecting you, Sean. You obviously have seen too much trauma. You're a good guy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I'm sure you're a good guy as well, Rocket Man. Daniel Payne is saying, have you seen the whole video of him being moved? No, I've not seen the whole video of him being moved. But look, guys, what I can confirm now, and I am going to jump over to YouTube after I've said this, what I can confirm right now is mainstream media are reporting that, and it's a miracle, guys. I'm calling it now. I'm calling this a miracle. I'm calling this an absolute act of God. I said this. Look, guys, you guys have lived this with me. The last 1 hour, 17 minutes, we've lived this together. I didn't know Charlie Kirk had been shot when I started this live stream. I really didn't. We've gone through this live stream. I've been trying to give you guys updates. I've been trying to give you guys whatever information I can get. He got hit in the carotid artery on his left-hand side. Pretty much game over. You have got 4 to 7 minutes. You need to do a lot of shit. You do. You need to do a lot of shit in that 4 to 7 minutes. So let's just say it takes him a minute to a minute and a half to get into the back of the ambulance. No point that ambulance going anywhere. His life was saved in the back of that ambulance. There's no denying that, because by the time that ambulance got to the hospital, it's game over. It's going to take more than 4 to 7 minutes. So the medics in the back of that ambulance brought Charlie back 100%. So let's just do Raven maths. Let's just do Raven maths then, guys. Right, Frey Bentos, I've seen you there, mate. Right, Frey Bentos. I don't like Frey Bentos. He's been very rude, and he's going. And not only is he going, but he's getting blocked. Right, you're blocked, Frey Bentos. I don't like the colour of your jib, and now you're gone. Yeah, so those medics in that initial phase, that's where he's either alive or he's dead, right there in the back of that ambulance. The fact that he got to the fact that, look, guys, look, ladies and gentlemen, there's people saying RIP Charlie. I'm getting from mainstream media right now, and it is a miracle. It's an absolute miracle that he's alive. Now, I am gonna jump over to YouTube in a second. I'm the Real Raven 1 on YouTube, and I'm the Real Raven 1 on X as well. I actually think it's a good thing that he made it to, like, you've got to understand how this works. If he can get a line in, that carotid, which is not easy, trust me, guys, especially with a gunshot wound, 556, which I believe it was, or 308. Is it 308? Yeah, 308. if 556 round hits you in the carotid artery, which it did, that side, sorry, it's not a good thing because the ballistics open up, they dislodge, they fragment, and it's not a clean cut. So that medic then has to go in and he has to put his hand. It's quite a gruesome job, guys. But that medic will have done that. He's clearly found that carotid artery. He's got a line and he's crammed Charlie full of blood. And that blood has oxygenated his brain, which has kept him alive. He's then put a field dressing on it and he's given him to a surgeon. That's what I'm saying's happened. It's an absolute miracle. It's an act of God, guys. That is an act of God. Absolutely. I'm calling it now. Anyone who says that's not, guys, if he pulls through, I'm going to, guys, I promise you, if he pulls through, that's it, guys. I'm Christian Raven. I'm looking at the video here, guys. That is an absolute miracle. If he pulls through, guys, it's an well. Look, guys, I'm not going to speculate anymore. I am going to jump over to YouTube now. So I am the Real Raven 1 on YouTube. I'm the Real Raven 1 on TikTok. I'm the Real Raven 1 on X. I will be back on. I won't be on tomorrow morning, guys, because I planned a meditation. I may even go to church. I plan to do the morning meditating. I'm going to do I'm going to go into some deep meditation. I'm going to give some prayers for Charlie as well. I'll be back on tomorrow evening at tomorrow evening at 8. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, the live stream changed. As we were talking, we got the breaking news, and Charlie Kirk has been shot. I initially said he was gone, and I said, look, and then we started to get more news. I started to look at it. I started to think, right, okay, he has been shot, but he's in real close proximity. He's in real close proximity to the medics. So I'm thinking, right, okay, if they can get him to those medics and those medics are competent, which you'd like to think they were. And look, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if in like a couple of days it comes out that one of Charlie Kirk's security team took over. Because I know how paramedics are trained, and no disrespect to paramedics, paramedics have to deal with everything. When you're in the military, you deal with a few things. Gunshot wounds are a massive thing in the military. And I know that Charlie's security team will have been ex-special forces. I know that. There's no way that he doesn't have ex-special forces guys on his team. So it wouldn't surprise me if we found out in the next coming days, weeks, or months that Charlie Kirk's security team took over, and it was actually one of Charlie Kirk's security team that saved his life. That's just how I know ambulance is set up, and I know that military guys, they practice. I'm not going to tell you how that training's run because it's secret. But that training is run, and the guys get very competent at that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to close this down now on YouTube. I keep saying that, don't I? I am going to close this down now on TikTok. I'll be over on YouTube, so jump over to YouTube, guys. I'm the Real Raven 1 on YouTube, and I'm the Real Raven 1 on X as well. I'll see you tomorrow. And we're done. Right, sorry about that, guys. I kept waffling around and around, and people kept asking questions on the chat. Absolutely unbelievable what we've just seen, guys. What we've just seen. I mean, honestly, guys, I can't stress this enough. If he pulls through, that is an absolute act of God. I don't know how else I can say that. I don't know how else I can say that, guys. I really don't. I really don't. Hit 556 carotid artery. You have got a small chance of survival with the right medics, with the right kit and equipment, with the right well, that's it really. If you've got, you could do that right there and then at the side of the road if you had the right kit and equipment. All you need really is well, I say all you need. You need a lot of training. This is one of those things. You can have all the fancy equipment in the world. It's not going to help. What you need is a medic to put his hand in Charlie's neck, get his carotid artery, and put a line into it. And I know that sounds gruesome, guys, but a lot of special forces guys have to do that in training. I'm not going to tell you how, but a lot of special forces guys have to do that when they're in their training. So you will be put through that pit. You will be put through that. And you know what? You will be put through that in very difficult conditions. So you won't just be doing that in a hospital environment. You will be doing that when you're cold, when you're wet, when you're hungry, in the back of a vehicle, in a contact, in a gunfight. You'll be doing it in the dark. You'll be doing it in red light. You'll be doing it in blue light. You will get pushed to your limits doing that. And that's why I always say, well, that's why special forces medics are so much better dealing with gunshot wounds, dealing with trauma, because they've had that level of training. Like, can you imagine pushing the NHS through that? It just wouldn't happen. It's just not feasible. So I am hoping that there's some special forces guys with Charlie. They will have looked at that, and some special forces guys will have gone, dude, you got a GSW to your neck. I need to deal with this, because I really do think a bog standard paramedic would have reached his ceiling with that. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm going to come on to the comments. Freddie is saying, BBC News reporting the suspect arrested was not the shooter. I mean, right now, guys, all my thoughts are with and Freddie's saying the BBC is reporting. Well done for saying the BBC is reporting, Freddie. The BBC, because then we all get slopey shoulders. Freddie is saying the BBC is reporting the suspect, the shooter, is still on the run. Josh is saying if he survives, he won't be able to speak, will he? It depends how quickly they got blood flowing through his brain. If it was under 4 minutes, I think he'll. If it was under that 4, you know how I said 4 to 7 minutes. If it's under that 4, if they can get blood to his brain in under 4 minutes, he's got a good chance of being okay. If you're talking about closer to 7 minutes, it doesn't look good. Tracy McKibben is saying, can you imagine being so hate-filled you do like, I mean, like, I've never seen Charlie Kirk say something rude or unpolite to someone. I've not. Trident717 is saying, here from TikTok, I'm still in shock. Me too, buddy. First the Ukrainian girl. Yeah, I agree. Now, Charlie, it will only get worse from here on out. I agree. We must take steps to protect ourselves now. Yeah, I agree. Look, guys, if you're just joining, I am gonna quickly give what I gave at the beginning. I wasn't gonna, excuse me. I'm not gonna give my full live stream. My full live stream was on global events, but then the Charlie Kirk breaking news hit us. So what I'm going to say right now is, if you're a girl right now in the West, do you know what? If you're a white girl, all right? If you're a white girl, you're massively a target. And I don't mean to say that to strike fear. I'm saying that historically. I mean, you know how we've seen this footage? You know how we've seen this footage of Irena, sorry, I feel embarrassed, I forgot her name. Irena Zarutska. We've seen this footage of Irena Zarutska. Sorry, guys, I'm just flicking through HQs to be any updates. We've seen this footage of Irena Zarutska, the Ukrainian girl who was stabbed brutally by a black man, who was saying, that white girl's mine. I'm going to take that white girl. The audio is clear. We've seen the Southport massacre, by a black guy. I don't think I'm controversial saying that. Those guys were black. course they've got mental health issues, and it's our fault because we didn't, it's our fault they were screaming out for whatever, and it's my fault as white supremacy and colonization, reparations, whatever. It's my fault, clearly. What I'm saying right now is, if you're a white girl, don't get yourself in those situations. All right, don't worry about if people look at you and are offended. Get out. If you're sat there and there are people around you and you deem them a threat, get out. If you're sat there and you think something could pop off, but you don't want to offend anyone, offend them and leave. And if you can't, run. Run. I've seen this so many times, guys, so many times, women, 50, 60 kilo women, they think they're a ninja because they do jujitsu after work on a Friday and they do boxercise on a Wednesday. Let me tell you something real quick. That's not how physics works. When you have 120 kilo man driving down on you with a bladed weapon, your jiu-jitsu and your little Instagram posts with your boxing gloves looking mean ain't going to help you. Ain't going to help you at all. And this kind of comes into what I always say to people, should I buy a crossbow? Should I buy this? No. Avoid those situations. Just avoid them, right? Avoid them at all costs. So if you want to spread a message to your daughters, yourself, don't waste your money on these little classes. They're not going to help you. Run. Go back to your parents, right? You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Run. And what I want to say real quick is, how, we've seen the footage of Irena Zarutska. How much more footage do you think there is of black men attacking white women? I don't know. It's an open question. How much more footage do you think there is of that we've just not seen? Do you think there's a lot? Do you think there's not much? And I can't wait for the Netflix movie of this to come out, where they're like, oh yeah, we're actually going to change this Netflix movie and we're going to have Irena as a black Ukrainian woman. Not many black Ukrainian women. I'm just going to put it out there, guys. We're going to have Irena Zarutska we're just going to change her as a black Ukrainian woman. And I'm not even going to say his name. And the assailant, we're going to have him as a white man. Yeah, we just think it's artistic. We just think it's artistic privilege. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm getting the bottom of the comments, guys, and I'm going to close this down in a second. Dean Bowden is saying probably loads. Well, I'm not going to speculate, obviously, because I'm trying to be impartial. What's just happened? Something just, wow, a load of people just jumped. So DMarie Gen X is saying, if Trump said if Charlie doesn't make it, he's going to make sure every left organization and NGO in the USA is defunded. Yeah, I would say put him to prison as well. Sorry, there's lots of comments jumping up. Gareth is saying, I'm a hairy ass man. I won't stand for seeing anything like that while I got teeth in my head, and I'll use those too. Emma is saying Barry could have been someone from Iran, Qatar, or any other country that's got. I don't know what that means. I think I'm jumping into this conversation here. Junior Rogers is saying, do you think these attacks on Poland will cause all-out war? Junior, look, I think all-out war's coming regardless. This initial live stream was on was going to be focusing on that. I think all-out war is inevitable. I don't see any way around that. Now, one of the things I've been saying is we're heading towards industrialized conflict. Now, There's no way around nobody can argue that the Russians having the capacity to fire 800 and I think it was 805 drones one day. And remember, these drones don't come back, so they explode. 2 days later, fire 400 with I think 40 cruise missiles as a chaser. So, like, I don't think anyone can say that that is not industrializing war. And ultimately, all it's going to boil down to is how quickly we can get our stuff from our factories to the front line and fired over. And, you know, and right now, as I've said in all my videos, I don't see a win for the West. Fiona is saying, Sean, the full video of the Ukrainian girl shows she felt totally safe sitting on the bus and had absolutely no chance to run. Yeah, so for me, if I was sat, and this is just me, if I was sat and there was a big black man behind me, I wouldn't feel safe. And I'm like, I'm ex-special forces operator. I'm 42, I'm 90 kilos, and I still run a mile in under 6 minutes, and I wouldn't feel safe. So it's threat perception here. As far as I'm concerned, she was in a threat. There was a threat right there. I would have looked around and I would have thought, right, okay, who are my allies on this train coach? Probably no one, which is what you actually saw. She had absolutely no chance to run. No, she could have got up. She could have ran to the other end of the coach screaming. She could have pulled the emergency cord to stop the train. They still have them. She could have done something. What I'm getting at here is, like, if you're a woman, if you're a girl, you need to understand that threat. Stop listening to the BBC, because there is a clear and present threat and it's presenting itself over and over again. You just need to open your eyes and see what it is. Guys, there's loads of comments at the moment. I'm just trying to jump down. Daniel Payne is saying, what's fake news? Daniel Payne is saying fake news. I don't know what the fake. Oh, right. Hang on. Right, hang on. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Right, I'm not getting that he's passed. Let me check X, guys. I'm getting nothing. Where are we getting that he's gone? Right, I'm not saying it's not happening, guys. I'm trying to. Okay. Okay. Right. I don't. Give me a second, guys. I don't want to shout it yet. Right. Some people are saying. I can't. Oh. You fucking piece of shit. Honestly, there's some pieces of shit on the internet. There's a fucking woman, right? I'm not even going to say what this woman's doing. I'm trying to get an actual outlet. There's Jesus Christ. There's a lot of. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm getting mixed reports here. Right. Let me ask Grok. sorry guys, I'm getting a lot of mixed reports right now. I'm getting people saying, yes, Charlie Kirk's dead. I've got what I'm thinking in my head. Obviously for me, like, okay, so let me just be, so a gunshot wound to the neck, it's bad. If you get early intervention, you can stabilize it, you can. And there's not really much that can go wrong. It's not a complicated injury. That's so in my head, I'm thinking, right, if he didn't die in the first 4 minutes, there's a good chance he's going to make it. So that's how the body works, guys. So he gets shot in the neck, that side, sorry. If the medics managed to get an IV in his neck, then that would have continued the blood flow around his brain. And there's nothing else that can go wrong. He's not got multiple injuries. He's got a gunshot wound to the neck and essentially a severed carotid artery. However, let me continue. Right, this is from Grot, guys. No, guys, I don't know what the situation is. I'm trying to give you this as much as I can. There are some reports that Charlie Kirk's dead. I'm not sure. My gut is telling me if he made it through that initial phase, he's going to be okay. That's what my gut's telling me. No, Charlie Kirk is not dead. According to multiple sources, including Forbes and Religious News Service, Charlie Kirk was shot at an event and is in a critical condition at Utah Hospital. A post from someone stated that Charlie Kirk was airlifted to a trauma center, obviously, and underwent emergency surgery, with his condition described as critical but stable. He's going to be okay. If they're reporting that he's critical but stable, he's going to be okay, guys. I don't think he's gone. I don't think he's gone. I genuinely don't, guys. I promise you. My heart is telling me that, my heart and my head's overpowering. But if you know how the body works, guys, it's like saying, it's like saying, oh, my daughter's car broke down. What happened? Oh, she had a flat tire, but I changed the tire. Oh, she continued on her trip. Yeah, well, she's going to be fine because she just changed the tire. But as we are right now, guys, there's been no other official, as I'm saying this right now, there's been no other official media press release. Yeah, look, guys, like I always say, social media is a great thing. It is. It gets you the information before anyone else, but you really do need to know what to look for. I'm telling you guys now, right? And again, initially, look, guys, I can guarantee his life flashed before him. He went to meet his maker, and when he has this, and when he comes back, and if he got oxygen, if he got blood to his brain within 4 minutes, and he makes a full recovery, first of all, it's a miracle. Well done to the medics. Well done to everybody involved in saving him. He's going to come out and he's going to say, I have no recollection of what happened. My life flashed before me. I left my body and I went to see God. That's what he's going to say. Because he did. And it was the medics that brought him back. And they said, listen, Charlie, not got my cup. Not today. Yeah, but what I'm getting at there is the wound is a catastrophic wound. It's a bad wound. If you can deal with it quickly, it's dealt with, and it is what it is. So I'm right now, I'm dubious about anyone that's saying he's unalive. Anyway, guys. Right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, guys, I am just right. Cash Patel said that he's gone. Right, hang on. I'm searching now, guys. Let me look. Okay, right. So this is from one article. All right. So this is from one article, from an MSN article that claims Charlie Kirk was shot dead. Now, that is in contradiction to all other articles. So everybody is saying, right, there's conflicting information right now, guys. I don't know. I'm getting conflicting information. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna have to go to the toilet. All right. Can you guys wait there? Because I'm gonna go to the toilet and come straight back. All right. I literally need to go to the toilet. Stay there. I'll be right back. Oh. Right, I'm going to look on the BBC right now, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm going to go from. I'm going to go from the BBC right now. Or am I going to go? Yeah. No one is reporting on Charlie Kirk's dead, guys. No one's reporting that at the moment. No one. Right, I've got an eyewitness here. Let's listen to her.
The first student got up and they were talking about religion, Mormonism, and Christianity. And the second student to get up was talking about transgenderism and how gun violence has been very frequent with that community. And that is what happened. Pretty ironic. Well, I was about to enter the building. I heard what I thought was a gunshot and I ran to cover. And then I saw the students running out. And I saw her, she was panicking. I thought she was having a panic attack. So then I grabbed her, and we ran through the tunnel.
Right, I'm going to give you the latest, guys. We've done that. Crowd flees. Person in custody has been released. What we know about Charlie Kirk's shooting. Kirk talked to about gun violence moments before. Kirk's family was in attendance. Pictures show chaotic scenes. Shot fired from two. Yeah, not really much is coming. Oh, right. So from 52, so almost an hour ago, Kirk reportedly in a critical condition. Agricultural Secretary, I don't know why he's posting, said Kirk is still with us. Please keep praying. Hearing he's in a critical condition, but still with us. Guys, that was a bad gunshot wound, like a really bad one. You know, Charlie Kirk was shot in the neck. You know, it's not a good place to get shot. I mean, it could have been worse, obviously. He's at the hospital. It doesn't look good. Chief Marketing Officer the BBC told us. Condemned shooting. Trump loyalist. Yeah. If he'd have transcended, guys, it would have happened by now. I'm just thinking about gunshot. I'm just thinking about the nature of that wounding pattern. And it's like, if you stop it, if you can get early intervention, you're still going to be critical because it is a bad situation. You've got a severed artery, but he's been in close. He's going to have some really good medics around him. Oh, and we're saying he's dead. Right. Right. Hang on. He's dead? Right. Okay. I'm not getting anything, guys. Let me try X. I'm just trying to. Look, guys. I'm trying to give you guys get through this as much as I can. Sorry, I'm just refreshing this and trying to find as much as I can. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So lots of reports here saying that President of the United States has reported him dead at 43 minutes past. I think you're right, guys. I think you're right. Jesus. Well, they must have not been able to. I don't know, guys. I don't know. President Trump. Yeah, President Trump's just, he's gone, guys. President Trump has posted the great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me, and now he is no longer with us. Melina and my sympathies go to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you. Wow. We're witnessing history in real time, guys. Be under no illusion. We are witnessing history right now. This is obviously going to overtake other news, and the news cycle is going to be slightly different. It's going to be interesting to find out who the shooter was. They're going to find the shooter, no doubt. Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk's dead, ladies and gentlemen. Even with all the best medical, I was hoping that, I was thinking to myself, right, okay, he's clearly dead when the round goes in, whatever the media says. I think what could have happened? I'm thinking, right, okay, if they can get him to competent medics quickly enough, they can, get blood infusion into him and keep his brain operating, and they can artificially keep him alive. And then over time, they can, induce him into a clinical coma. Once he's fixed, they can bring him out of that clinical coma. I'm giving you this, guys. I'm giving you guys this in real time from Donald J. Trump, Charlie Kirk, the great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me. And now he is no longer with us. Melina's and my sympathies go to his beautiful wife Erica and family. As I understand it, he had 2 kids. Charlie, we love you. And that's from Donald Trump. That's Donald Trump's unbelievable. Look, guys, look, ladies and gentlemen, you guys that are on my live streams right now, you guys that are watching, all right, first of all, make sure you subscribe. Be under no illusion, we are living through history right now. I don't think there's ever been a time in existence where as much crazy shit is happening. It's like every day, absolutely every day things are happening. You know, if it's not Maria Zarutska on on the hang on, let me refresh this. If it's not Maria Zarutska on the train station, I mean, that was a brutal murder. Unprovoked, beautiful girl taken long before her time was due. She fled Ukraine. The last time she saw her dad was probably when she had to evacuate. Well, it will have been when she had to evacuate. Because you know what? In Western culture, that's what happens. The men stay behind to fight. And obviously, Charlie Kirk, he did fight. I believe he changed a lot of people's opinions. He articulated people's thoughts. And when people came to him and gave him an argument, he would give them back a different argument, and hopefully, we can consider that changed people's opinions, and I would say for the better. What we're seeing right now, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely unbelievable. It's nothing short of historic times. Like, I don't know if you've got a diary, but you really need to keep a diary of all these things happening. A couple of days ago, Israeli airstrikes into Doha. Days after that, there was the literally today, this morning, NATO aircraft shooting down Russian aircraft. That's happening. Article 4's been invoked. The brutal murder. So we've got global wars, we've got civil wars, we've got divisional wars, all this stuff happening, guys. And look, if you're in America right now, people will be angry. And you know what? You've got an absolute right to be angry. Hang on, I just saw this question. Jared there. In fact, Jared said, exams in 60 years will have questions about this time period. Do you know what? Yes, they will. And look, we're living through this time, and I want to leave this. This live stream now with the I'm absolutely mortified, guys. I really am. Absolutely mortified. I want to leave this with what I started this live stream with. Advice to young girls, all right? My advice to you, if you're a young girl now, you are a target. Bad people in the West, bad people for whatever, I'm not going to get into the debate on how, why, when. There's bad people in the West now. You visualize whatever image you can on that. Run. 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 You are not capable of fighting a fully grown man. I'm sorry. Stop thinking that you are. You cannot fight a fully grown man. A 50-kilo girl cannot fight a 100-kilo man. I don't care how much boxer size she's done. And look, and like, I see these girls at the gym. Well, not the gym I go to now, because it's kind of a low bar gym I go to at the moment. But the gym I used to go to, it was one of those big chains, and you used to have the girls, and they do boxer size, and they'd lower the lights, and they'd have some funky music playing. And you'd see all the girls afterwards having pictures of themselves with their little mitts on. I don't think people understand what the word violence actually means. And be under no illusion, ladies and gentlemen, violence is coming to the West. I mean, you could argue it's already here. Right. Anyway, guys, listen. I am going to close this down now. Like I said, I'm not going to be on in the morning because I am going to do some. I'm going to do some wild meditating and stuff. But I'm just going to close it down now, guys. Thoughts with Charlie, thoughts with his family, thoughts with his kids and everybody else. And you know what, guys? Thoughts for Christianity as well. Let's just all think what Charlie was about. And he was, I mean, this guy was, he put himself out there. He didn't have to, when he started, he didn't have to put himself out there, but he did. And he was promoting Western Christian values. And I think we all need that in our lives right now. Anyway, guys, I'll see you tomorrow.